Hello and welcome to another episode of the Plus 63 HP Podcast Reviews Edition. I am one of your hosts, John Clemente. Alongside with me is my bestest best friend in the entire world, CHUBAX. How are you doing,
Let's go,
CHUBAX?
baby. Tired, but getting more rest now because it's Christmas break. So
Ooh, it's Chris. It's the holiday
it's
season. We're all
Christmas.
going on our vacations and whatnot. Expect a little bit of schedule shifts, but we do have a backlog of episodes to pump out for you guys. If you
Yes.
are our first, if you're a first time visitor, welcome. The Plus 63 HP stable of podcasts has a bunch of different shows that drops almost daily for your entertainment pleasure. This show, the review show, drops most Mondays and Tuesdays where we discuss either a TV series or a recent movie. We give our opinions, we deep dive things we like, things we didn't like, and we give a rating so that you can be informed whether you should watch it with your friends and family as well. On Wednesdays, we have our D&D podcast where a bunch of middle-aged guys and a gal run our very first D&D campaign. It's been running a little over 2 years now. It's still one of the most fun things to be doing on a weekly basis. We record it, put it on the YouTubes for posterity for your entertainment pleasure too. On Thursdays, we have a curated list of videos, featurettes, trailers, clips, and then we see how hyped we are for that upcoming content. So that's our react show, drops every Thursday. So then on Fridays, occasionally Chubax and our other bestest best friend RJ can't get enough of D&D, so they ran another
Yeah.
campaign, second campaign where they are bad guys. So that is the Plus 63 HP universe. We'd love for you to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button on
Universe.
youtube.com/plus63HP. On the weekends, mornings, Eastern times, evenings, Philippine time, let's say around, you know, 9 a.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Philippine time. Hop on Twitch. We are streaming our recording so you can see how the sausage is made. We are at twitch.tv/plus63HP. And if you don't want to watch our faces or video on demand, you can hop on your favorite podcasting application. We prefer Apple, Spotify, and Amazon. Search for Plus 63 HP, subscribe to us there, and you can hear us while you're working or you're doing your chores. And if you just want to interact with us, we're on all the socials. X, Facebook, or Instagram with the handle at plus 63. We'd love to hear from you, and we can continue to discuss how we can grow this community of like-minded individuals who enjoys good content. Housekeeping done. That was a mouthful. We are in this episode discussing the second half of Gen V season one. All right. And it has been one of the surprise series of the year. We've experienced that firsthand now that we've seen the first season. But here we're already discussing episode 5. Welcome to the Monster Club. Episode 6, Jumanji. Episode 7, 6, and episode 8, Guardians of Godolkin. It's basically the second half of season 1. If you haven't listened to our discussion, the first half of Gen V, you feel free to pause this, listen to that, and then finish the season, come back here, and discuss the second half with us. So, with that, Chubax, non-spoilery first before we dive into the episode details of the second half of season 1. How did the remaining episodes speak to you, and how would you sell this series to the people that are still on the fence? Say they haven't done the boys stuff, they haven't seen Invincible, they haven't seen these hyper violent superhero
Shit.
satire tropes. How would
Uh,
you kind of like describe Gen V to them, and this being possibly their entry point to that universe?
I guess using some of your words, I could say it's a horny, hyper violent, uh, mature kind of X Men in a college setting. And I loved it. I really loved it. I enjoyed it. It was it wasn't it was not predictable at all. And no, it was kind of predictable, but then they subverted at the last second or during or something. Like you might have guessed the major steps, but you don't know who did it or how they did it, or you know who's doing it. So it was really fun, and I really like it, and I can't wait for more. And oh yeah, there. It's non spoilery pala. So yeah, I can't wait for more. I hope they start shooting soon, because I know there's Boy season 4, but it's so good that I might just watch The Boys because of two things. Like one, I want to be more immersed into this Gen V world, but also another thing that's kind of spoilery. So I'll hold off on talking about that later.
Uh, this I think you're right when I know in our friend group, you haven't done boys, like you haven't seen
I
boys
read,
till
to be clear,
tonight.
I read the
Oh,
comics.
you read it, but
Yeah,
like
so
you
I
haven't
haven't.
seen it, and there was a lot of changes that they've done
Yeah.
to the book. But the good thing about here, it's like you, because this is not a historical franchise. It's not a Batman. This is not a Superman or a Flash. Like if you change a little bit of a few things, the zeitgeist doesn't really go up in arms. So
Mm-hmm.
they had free reign over that. But also, it was the opposite. They had to fight for to keep certain elements of the boys true to the comic books, like that or what's that, orgasm bowl or something like that, hero gasm and stuff like that. So there were certain things that they really had to fight to keep. um Gen V is totally new, right? So it's based off like a volume of boys, but it's not like, it doesn't have like real hooks onto even the material. So I was the opposite. You started with Gen V.
Uh-huh.
I was super hesitant to watching Gen V because I'm not a big fan of high school drama stuff,
Yeah.
right? That's totally not my jam. So I was like, all right, whatever. But we talked about this last week. The way that they amp up every single episode has, a little bit of sex in it, a little bit of action, um, uh, and a lot of pushing the narrative forward. So that was already amazing enough. So in a nutshell, even if it's just simply uh, um, uh, this material, it would have been great. Add to the fact, and this is beyond the season already, add to the fact that this seamlessly ties into the next season of Boys, and the next season of Boys seamlessly ties into the second season of Gen V, made me a fan. Like it was, you come for, I understand a lot of people are intimidated by the universe, but you come for great acting. The kids acted great.
Mm-hmm.
Like every single one of the stars here, even the background actors, even the washed out teachers that are extras, were great. And then the story, you don't need to know anything about the background. You just follow these 8 episodes and you're gonna be great. The story within the story is great too. Every single character has layers upon their trauma about their powers and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. So that in and of itself is like, if you just want to jump in, 8 episodes, fun, quick. It's not as violent and as it's not as violent as The Boys,
Mm-hmm.
but this has a little bit more sex than The Boys, right?
And
So,
also, when it comes to the high school drama that you said, it wasn't. There is, but it's more realistic in a sense na there's not a lot of back and forth. Like they get an issue, then they resolve it, and then we move on. There's not a lot of like, like we're gonna be. Are we in spoilers, na ba?
oh,
Not
you know
yet.
what? Let's just jump
Yeah.
into the series. Like, yo, feel free to give us a little bit of a synopsis of the second half of the season, and we can drop our favorite thoughts about it before we drop our ratings.
Okay. So wait, let me. I think the episode's confused. Just give me a. Let me get the overview. So for these, the 4 episodes, So we start at 5, 6, 7, 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we had the big cliffhanger on episode
We
4
we
where
just so the perfect yeah, it was perfect because the end of episode 4 was the mind wipe where
yeah, Sam was going
um
for Dr. Cordoza, who was
mhm,
experimenting on him on the woods, and
mhm. And he was gonna try to kill
the team comes in and tries to help him, and then while they're in
help
a
him by
scuffle,
stopping him,
yeah, by
stopping
stopping
him.
him from killing, but in the
Mhm.
scuffle, there's there's suddenly a mind wipe, and everybody wakes up a few days later, and no memory of Sam, no memory of the woods, and after we get this awkward moment with Marie and
Jordan.
Jordan waking up in the bed together, and they obviously like each other, but of course because of the mind wipe, they're not sure how to handle it, and they I mean, it's not, I like this that even the mind wipe wasn't perfect. Like, they knew they had missing days, so they had to investigate why they had missing days. It
Mhm.
wasn't like a mind wipe where, oh, everything's back to normal and they just continue on. No, they knew there was missing days. They knew they had some information they didn't know. So they figure it. They investigate it and they find that it was Rufus, one of the like one of the those capable of mind wiping people. So they investigate him, and then oh, okay, so there's just this big chase with Rufus, with Murray, and then uh Emma goes Emma goes to find Sam because of a clue, an item she found. Like, she also the mind wipe wasn't also clean on her, so she finds Sam, and in the end, the big twist here is that when as Marie was looking for Rufus and finds Kate, we find out that the mind wipe was from her, not from Rufus. So that was a big twist.
Mhm.
Also, I didn't see that coming. And
I kind
then,
of felt it already. I already knew like episode 1, anything with make you feel, make you think differently kind of thing. I know there was going to be something around that.
so yeah, because it's such a powerful ability. So that's the end of the episode, and then episode 6. So they all come clean with Kate, and then Kate restores everybody's memories as she's apologetic, and we have here the dreams, well, not a dream sequence, but Jordan, Andre, and Marie find themselves inside Kate's memory, and we see her like show sympathy on what happened for her, and we we have a cameo from Jensen Ackles himself, the great Jensen
I
Ackles,
love him.
as Soldier Boy. He's so
Soldier Boy. And I
Soldier.
like, flick the beat. It's like you
His charisma is just off the charts. So while they're there, uh they also find out secrets, like Andre was cheating with Kate behind Luke's back. That kind of hurt. And then you also see Jordan's memories, and which wasn't really that bad, yung her memory. Like, I mean, she's new, she's trying to find her place, and then she helps Brink, so it wasn't really that scathing for me. Then we see that they were experimenting both on Luke and Sam. I still didn't know
Mhm.
what they were doing there, but did they
I
explain?
mean, they kept on reiterating that they were trying to synthesize
A virus,
Sam's
but
power. No, the virus, but like they were trying to use Sam's powers to make Luke stronger.
okay, oh, okay.
Mm.
And then we
So
see
maybe some essence of Sam supercharged Luke.
okay, uh, and we see that Kate's been manipulating Luke all the time, trying to make him forget about Sam. We see Marie's death, parents' death again. Uh, and then they get to Kate before they die inside, so they wake up, and then Sam and Emma arrive to catch up. Uh, and they find out that Sherry is the one behind everything. So basically Sherry, who works with Vought and the school, is working behind Vought because she has this hatred for soups. When Homelander in the Boys season, was it 1 or 2, where
Two,
Homelander
two.
is responsible for he didn't destroy the plane, but he wasn't able to save a plane. Well, he was responsible because I saw the
He
video.
was
He
responsible.
he
Yeah.
I beamed the controls.
So they had to kill everybody in the plane.
Yeah. So she wants to make a virus that's very uh contagious to kill all the soups in the whole world. So uh that's where we end. Then we go to 7. So they're trying to break into Shetty to find evidence and to present it to Victoria Newman, a politician. And
This was so because you haven't seen
I
Boys.
know what happened though. I
Oh,
know
so I was
some
like,
of this.
because I was thinking like for people who have no idea how the Boys like the last season ended up in, that would be like I could have I wanted to kind of like speak with somebody like how cool would have that been? Like you see the senator um trying to do all of this, like being like to help humans and stuff, and then that's the person that you give the information about killing soups. Like, so good.
I know. So then Shetty asks Colonel Grace Mallory for help. Is she the one? She's the boss of or was the boss of who's the main guy Carl Urban, right? Carl Carl Urban's
Yes,
character.
that's
He
former
former
handler.
boss, yeah. So
Yeah, former handler.
but Mallory
That's cool
is
too.
Mallory is
That's
more
so cool.
like she's more like the good guy, right? She doesn't hate soup. She just wants balance, and she wants like
Yeah, she's wishy-washy about certain things. But yeah, he was the one who kind of like wants to control soups, and you finally get a tool that will really control them. But it is like, yeah, okay,
it's
I
too
get it.
dangerous. It's
Yeah,
gonna kill too many people. So, anyways, we meet Newman meets Marie, and they have the similar powers. And Marie tells her about the virus, but Newman tells her to focus on school, which is a very natural thing to say. You're in school, stay there. We have plans for you and stuff like that. And then at the end of the episode, we see Kate. This is where the twist come. Another twist where Kate finally stands up for herself against being manipulated by Shetty and kills her, forces her to reveal everything that she's been planning on to the team. But then she kills her, and on the side, Cardosa Newman contacts Cardosa and is able to get the virus before killing Cardosa. So that's in her pocket now. But then the twist is so as Kate kills Shetty, the other Marie, Emma, and Andre and Jordan are surprised and they didn't want to be part of it. And Andre is with his dad who had a seizure, so he's not here yet. And then the twist is
side effect.
where
So it seems like a lot of these powers have side effects at some point. Like,
yeah,
we could say Homelander being crazy, Sam being crazy, side effect of the V. But now we kind of know the more that Andre uses
his powers
his powers, the
degenerates
more
his
that he
brain.
might scar his brain and stuff.
Yeah. So this is where the twist happens where Kate and Sam become the main antagonists of the season with mixed with mixed intentions. Like they want, because I mean there are superpowered beings being experimented on and they wanted to free them, but they also want to go on a rampage. So it's like, it's like too much. But then so they go, and then so we get at the end of season 8 where Marie, Jordan, and Emma are attempting to contain the chaos of the supers coming out. At least that one super asks, "Are you a super? Are you normal?" before he kills them, right? That guy, that one guy.
Yeah, they're very clear that they only want to kill humans.
So
So
yeah,
it's like, all right.
they went on a rampage killing humans, and then VOD CEO Ashley Barrett and others are just stuck there, and they ask Marie for help, and we got these nice fight scenes, and Sam going all evil with the help of with Kate also, and in the end, uh, Andre Andre takes Sam down with but he also is subdued, so they're both out, and then we have Soups, three of the Soups versus Jordan, and then Kate versus Marie, and they take down the Soups, and then Kate's going for Jordan, but Kate explodes. Marie explodes Kate's hand, and then the big guy, Homelander, comes
Homelander.
and interprets it as Marie going wild, or not just Marie, Jordan, Marie, Emma, and Andre as the culprits, which is so fucked up. I knew that was coming because
Yeah, that's the one. So I know they had to do that, but I was like, come on. They were being creative in a lot of the different things, but this one is like blaming, spinning it again to the people that are
I
trying to
no
help.
that I expected that, and I like it because it's realistic because uh Marie's powers did isn't very family friendly or
Oh
like
yeah,
a
again,
positive
it's an ugly
spin.
power, blood
So
powers.
it's really messed up. And then Homelander appears to eviscerate Marie, but then after a cutscene, we wake up and we find out that they spun it and made Kate and Sam the heroes, and which is kind of weird saying that Sam's Luke's long lost brother. Like, wouldn't that raise more questions? But anyways, yeah, again, it's because of Marie's powers, and maybe Homelander just misinterpreting everything, and nobody wants to go against what
I'm sure
Homelander
it was
said.
like, well,
He already said
they want
something,
to
and
subdue the kids because they know about the woods,
that's true. Oh,
right?
that's true. It's cleaning things up in one tidy basket.
Yeah,
I didn't
so
know. Yeah, but that's better. And then we see Marie wake up, not dead, along with the others, Jordan, Emma, and Andre, in a facility, another facility similar to the woods, but together and without a door. Then in
hmm.
the mid-credit scene, we see Billy Butcher investigating the woods ruins. And so a while ago, I said I had two reasons why I'm finally gonna crack and watch The Boy, and the number two reason is just seeing that one scene with Homelander and his fucking act. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck, I need to watch more of the. I'm gonna
But
watch it.
also it's
He's so
and I've been
fucking good.
seeing so many of Jack Quaid's behind the scenes posts on Twitter and Instagram and showing how nice and awesome Anthony Starr is. And then you watch him as
See
Homelander.
Homelander.
It's even just the accent because he's Australian. So it's he plays somebody so sick, but it's a weird thing because sometimes we watch people that are so like Negan. Like we watch Negan and we hate it. We watch these bad guys and it's like we're never going to we
I
can't
think
stand this bad guy for more than a couple of seasons. But Anthony Starr is different. Like he
I
he
think
just
the
plays that
difference with
character so
Homelander is
well.
because he's obviously fucking unhinged, but he's keeping it. He's trying to hold it down. While some of the other like Joker and the other stuff, they just go all out. For him, he's controlling it in a nice way where it comes out a little bit in the face, but
He knows it.
he
He
holds
knows
it
how to
enough
play it.
that he can still pass as like the Superman. So that because of that scene, I'm gonna watch The Boys because oh my, just when he goes like that, the Marie like the face is just like oh, so
Yeah,
good.
there are things like the what's my favorite? Yeah, Hero Gasm. Oh my god, it's so good.
So so yeah, so that is Gen V season one, and fucking love.
I think we should do our final thoughts and ratings. Let me just pull up our notes. Uh all right. Gen V. All right. So what is Wait, have we? I don't think we have it a new post yet.
Give me one. It's
Oh,
there. It's
it's re.
there.
Oh, sorry. My Google Docs is still connecting. So yeah, what I can start first in terms of Gen B's second half. I think the second half was way stronger than the first. Like when I was rewatching episode 4, and then they had that mind wipe, that could have been handled very, very differently. Usually the mind wipe is like a cop out or whatever. This was done to like really even push the story forward to uncover Kate as part of the plan, and then the reason why she got abused by, or like taken advantage of by Shetty. So this is such a good launching point for a new IP that ties out to the boys universe. And I hate in I mean I'm not a big fan of the super interconnectivity of a lot of these properties, but I cannot stress enough how excited I am for um the upcoming boys season, and see how further it gets integrated with Gen V. So I hope they keep on continuing that portion of it. So I'm very, very excited. So with that, it's a 9 for me.
A 9. Okay. Yeah, it's a high 9 for me as well.
All right. All right. Cool. So with that, we have a couple of more amazing properties that we're going to review in the next couple of weeks. We are big fans of Amazon Prime's Reacher, so we're gonna do that too. There's also Rebel Moon coming out, and Yu Yu Hakusho on Netflix. So we hope that you stay tuned.
We can do
So
I
if
put here Percy Jackson as well.
Percy Jackson too. They're on Disney Plus. So there's a lot of things to watch over
Dropping.
the break. So if you don't, so I'm sure you guys going to watch this as well. If you miss one or two of these, you can watch our review and see if that show is for you. And we're gonna tackle all of that over the break as well. So on behalf of CHUBAX, I'm John. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.